Hey Aquas, it's me Parker. Welcome to my channel. This is your reading for August 6th to August 19th. And I just want to talk super quickly about a few things going on for you guys. So you guys are super impacted more than most at this time. As of recording this, if you're watching in the future, that's okay. It still could be relevant to the energetic cycle you're working with. But right now, as I'm recording this, we're in the thick of Leo season, which is your opposite sign. So think your shadow sign, or, on the opposite. I'm kind of getting like deep-seated urges, or like almost like a tribal vibe with the energy that's coming up for you. Especially concerning desires. And the reason I say that is, yes, Leo is your opposite or flip sign, right? We have a new moon in Leo on the 16th, but we're just coming out of and wrapping up a full moon in Aquarius cycle. So full moon in Aquarius happened on August 1st. We're still really much so in that energy. So we're talking about wrapping things out, culminations, full moons, right? Bringing things to fruition and completion in your sign. So especially if you are an aqua moon watching this, you'll be heavily impacted. But yes, it is Leo season. It's the opposite sign to you. It's on that axis, whereas Leo is kind of more of a self-directed sign. Aquarius, you're more humanitarian based. Yes, you're very eccentric individuals and innovative and all that, but it is a very humanitarian sign. So it's more of a broad sense on that axis of like your place in the world, those around you, a leadership kind of vibe on a grander scale than say Aries, which is very individualistic, right? What I'm seeing coming up, and it's funny I cut to this, there's that moon cycle in the background there, is kind of this play on that axis of the self, that bold Leo individualistic energy, and the humanitarian elements of Aquarius. Typically what I'm seeing come up with the theme surrounding this grouping of air readings is dealing with that Aquarian air energy and the full moon culmination type of energy with the new feeding into the new moon of Leo, that fire, action, drive, ambition, passion. I've been kind of seeing themes of how people are working with that energy right now. So I just wanted to bring that up, not to ramble for too long, but you guys are heavily impacted at this time, especially in your dealings with the world around you, other people, new projects, things like that. So I just wanted to point that out. If you're very much so feeling in the thick of it, that's why you are heavily, your energy's being impacted, touched on by these cycles really heavily at this time. So I'm going to start off with the Mythic Tarot. And we'll see what the cards want to talk about for you guys. What's coming through for Aquarius, please, today? Aquas. Aquas. Do 2 more shuffles. One more. Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius, please. Ooh, okay. we'll get all the cards out and then we'll talk about it. What else is coming through? That's a lot. It's that Ace of Wands energy. I'm kind of getting that someone's making a clean break from something, but I want to see what else comes out. Just show me clearly with 1 or 2 more cards, please, Spirit, for Aquarius. Okay. There's a lot that wants to come out here. Wow. This is good. This is really good. I like it. Okay, so 5 of Pentacles. That's a card of lack. But in the mythic, that seems to be the situation surrounding this lack energy. This person's kind of getting away from it. There's a situation you or someone around you is involved with that is seriously lacking in something. The World coming to an end here, wrapping that up, that full moon energy. This is fixed sign energy. So this is that Leo Aqua axis, that full moon, new moon energy. There's a moon cycle in here too. What I really like about this is when the World comes out, things are coming to an end of some kind, or they've just reached their max potential. And then with this person kind of hastening away from that situation there, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands, the Magician. I really like that. Major for Gemini or Virgo. New beginnings, new actions. Some of you might be hesitant to do this, to make this clean break. But I see very much working with this. Again, especially this World fixed axis energy. The full moon in your sign and then the new moon in Leo. The World is the end of major arcana in tarot. And then the Fool follows again, right? That feeding of energy looping, right? New things, making new things happen. I like that this is here. I won't be surprised if we get a walking away energy with this, because when it comes out in mythic, I do get that someone is again sneaking away or like leaving a situation. Interesting. The Empress, major for Libra, and Queen of Wands. There's that Leo moon energy that we're working with on the 16th. This is a very strong feminine energy. I'm just getting taking care of yourself, taking care of yourself. The Empress does take care of an empire. She is the maternal figure in tarot, the ultimate maternal figure. But I'm just getting a strong, confident self-preservation vibe, or just taking care of yourself. That's what I'm getting with this. And then with the 7 of Cups and the Magician, wow. And then we have some, there could have been a very harsh situation here, and it might actually be coming up on the heels of this. I'm talking this general period of time, because there's Leo energy all over this. And Leo energy, we're talking about the start of Leo energy, you know, kicking off from about 3 weeks into June. We have some pain here and that Leo strength energy. A lot of strife being caused by that. Loss, grief, sadness, judgment. I just heard kicking the dirt up. Yeah, interesting. I just feel like something has been stirred up at this time, or something happened. I'm not seeing a tower, but this is a lot of confusion and anxiety. This could be a situation where the lack is manifesting in terms of a lack of peace, or like a lack of clarity with the confusion there. With judgment, it's quite a resolute energy, but with this being like a lack of internal peace, struggling, especially mentally or emotionally with that Five of Cups. It's just not very balanced mentally and emotionally. Typically, we see this as physical lack, but with the Empress being a card of abundance, and this is creativity, fervor, action, inspiration. This looks like somebody who's getting away from a situation and they're taking their abundance with them. Like, this situation does not suit me or match me on a mental, emotional level. I'm taking mine out of the equation. And again, the Magician does have all the tools necessary to manifest that new beginning here. So let's look at, and again, I can't get past that feeling of confusion, like a confusing situation. I'm hearing or getting like a narcissistic vibe, like in the situation that you're walking away from, but we'll see. Show me this Five of Pentacles vibration, please. Five of Pentacles for Aquarius, please. King of Pentacles. Show me the Five of Pentacles. The Sun. Or Leo. Show me the Five of Pentacles, please. For Aquarius. Five of Pentacles. Five of Wands. I knew that that was going to come out. Oh, that's a lot that came out upside down. So, Five of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Five of Wands. Now I'm really not going to be surprised if we have a Tower. This is conflict. Something's just not jiving with you. And it's on, you know, those people are at odds with each other. There's a third person kind of watching there. It might be an instigating. For some of you, I'm kind of getting a vibe like you were involved with someone in a domestic situation. Maybe this is their child looking onward and you're not seeing eye to eye. Their child may have a part to play in that, in terms of being at the center of that conflict, just with parenting styles or something along with child support or something. Who knows? I just heard visitation. For some of you, there's a child and this is a family dynamic. For others of you, it's just someone or a situation you're involved with where you're very at odds with that person, or it's very chaotic mentally and emotionally for you. Death and Temperance. With that getting up, there's the Tower right there. Yeah, the Tower with this lack vibration here. This is a stagnant Tower. It's an impending Tower nonetheless, though. Major for Scorpio. This, again, something is lackful. And there's this tension building, or it's starting to affect your peace of mind or your stability. And there's just this breaking point where someone says, I'm done. And to be honest, it's looking like it's for the best, because this is what follows, right? This is good. We'll get to this in a second. I like that Temperance is here. There could be also a Sagittarius, or like I said, a Scorpio in the mix here. This is a balancing energy. And these two energies are just not jiving, you and this other person or this situation, right? So, death, something's definitely ending here. Someone's going towards something much more stable and abundant. It can also be to a financial situation where it's very unbalanced and maybe you're footing the bill for someone. It doesn't even have to be a lover or domestic situation, like in terms of a romantic sense. It's just something is, two people are not on the same level here, or you're not in the same level as the situation you're involved in. Something along those lines, but somebody could be dragging another person down financially. We have a 10 of Pentacles here with a Knight of Needles. There's that Empress again. Yeah. The Nine of Swords again, this anxiety, stress in dealing with working with this person. It's not seeing eye to eye. For those of you that are in a narcissistic domestic relationship, this card, if I'm not mistaken, has a meaning about the mask that this clown wears, like not being what it seems. And for some of you, you got into a situation, someone's not what they appeared to be at all, and you're like, oh, you're starting to realize like the person behind the mask. But for others of you, this is collaborating, working together to build, and there's just no building with this person or this situation. And for some of you, it's not what you thought it was, or not how they portray themselves. The Eight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups, loving, nurturing, that Empress, right? That's emotional security, stability, and maturity. But also can be quite emotional. This is focus, hard work, determination. With this affecting the mental state, affecting the emotions. This Queen's kind of in the thick of it. This is putting your nose to the grind. I see this very much as the Magician energy. Focusing on this, right? Again, for some of you, you're kind of reluctant to leave, though, especially with that emotional aspect. So let's look at this new beginning. Very nice. Also, too, I'm just getting off this Queen, the way that she's clutching at her heart there, kind of protects. She's like, oh my gosh, some of you are taken aback by what you see here behind this mask. Also, some of you are kind of, it's funny because this is the Eight of Pentacles. This is that hard work, determination, but for some of you, you're not liking what you're seeing here in this domestic situation. Again, it's very draining for you financially or emotionally and mentally, maybe all three. And you're kind of taken aback by what you're seeing here, or it's just building. I'm seeing that, and for some of you, this is a child in the midst of this. And I'm not saying that a child would do this intentionally. It's not their fault necessarily. I'm just saying that it would be like see how this person is like choking the other one. And they're like, ha, 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 like that devil energy. I did see a devil underneath the Wheel of Fortune attached to it. They're kind of having a laugh over it. They're so frustrated. They're like, ah, right? And then this one's just kind of looking on, that child that may be in the midst for some. For some, I'm seeing she's like looking over at like, oh my gosh, and these kids are like, gimme, gimme, gimme. And it's not, again, it's not necessarily the children. It's just not being on the same page. So like whether you're together with someone who is taking you for a ride financially, that's kind of what this looks like, or you're just not well suited to each other because they are not stable financially, because of what they have to, maybe they are not very good with their money, and then whatever's left over they have to give to their ex-spouse, and then you end up footing the bill for it. You know what I mean? There's something along those lines for some of you. That's not for all of you. For others of you, this is just taking this at face value. That's that Queen of Cups with that focus on this newness over here. So let's look at this Magician energy. And for some of you, you are reluctant. Especially for those in the mask campaign party, having a hard time believing what you're seeing here. You know, letting go of how you saw this situation or this person, or it's difficult because there are children involved, you know. And again, with that looming tower, like this is just screaming that self-care vibe, right? Self-care. And some of you may be pregnant by this person and you have to leave because it's not balanced and there's just no peaceful future or prosperous future here. Tell me about this Magician, Ace of Wands energy for Aquarius, please. The Magician keeps coming through on the deck. Show me this Ace of Wands. Yeah, that Page of Potions energy, Page of Candles. For some of you, children definitely are in the mix here. Some of you may also in the future, you're thinking long term. And you might want to have children one day, and you're like, how could I ever support this? I had the similar energy to this come up for you guys in a recent reading. I wonder if I'm tapping into the same group here. Page of Cups. That's being very open and honest in the heart space, open to new experiences. You may have also been together with this person for a very long time. And it's kind of all you know, or the reluctance is to open yourself up to that whole new world of emotion and experience. I'm hearing dreams. You might be having dreams about this. Especially with the Nine of Swords. That's nightmare energy, but it does speak to dreams specifically. What else? Page of Potions can be quite optimistic. Two of Wands, strength, personal strength. The Devil. Yeah, it's just, there's Seven of Pentacles. It's like choosing to stay in this is really draining or affecting your stability here. Strength and Temperance again. Personal strength. You could just, you know, working with this full moon energy, this new moon energy in Leo. Temperance, that's balancing, fairness. It's also like Spirit's got your back here. It's a trusting in the universe energy here. And I'm getting that with the Page of Potions, but this does require personal strength and willpower. Also with this Strength card, this also does speak to a similar message about what's behind the mask may not be as scary as it appears. With this one, it's more of it doesn't know its own strength, or its own gentility. There's a gentle energy, like a gentle giant, gentle beast vibe to this. Yeah. And to me, that's speaking about those of you that are reluctant in the case of opening up your emotions and making yourself vulnerable to this. That's why, because it's like succumbing, the beast succumbing to its inner gentility and vulnerability, right? Two of Wands, that reluctant Ace of Wands. Do I do it? Do I go? There's a choice here for sure. questioning what's right for you, speaking on that. There's some and you feel obligated to this situation, especially for those of you where children are involved. With some of you, this is a domestic situation. This is compassion, though, and coming in with that gentility as well. Compassion can certainly be called for in situations that are kind of tricky like this, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna leave it at that. Just remember, you guys are working strongly with this axis energy of this world touching on your sign so strongly, so you can definitely utilize this energy to kind of make that new start, especially if this is something that's been building up for a while, that looming tower energy, right? There's a level of honesty about it with the Page of Cups as well. So I'm going to leave it at that, Aquas. I wish you guys all the best until we meet again. Take care.